Hello fellow travelers, my name's SG and welcome to the channel. Today I want to do something a little more YouTube based. I wanted to do a quick review of Alex Bale's Don't Feed the Muse series. I liked it. I've been following it for a few years now and I really do enjoy this conclusion. If it is the conclusion, I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping there's more down the line because it was very well done, very well creative. And I do think there's a lot more possibilities we can go down with it. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? Now, the story is a bit straightforward, but it took so many elements to actually get to it, which was ingenious. This was a very well done kind of put together. We start off with Alex Bale's theory videos of the SpongeBob series. We start with is Squilliam a fraud, and so on and so forth. Is Mrs. Puff a thief? And all very good theories. I do recommend go check them out. I'm gonna leave a quick video in the description down below, so please go check out the series, go check out these short films. I do enjoy them and I do suggest you watch them. Anyway, moving on. And at the end of every theory we do get this small idea of a bigger theme going on. We do get a live view of Alex Bale himself being in this world where he is being fed these theories by some entity, and we don't really see the entity until very end of the last SpongeBob theory, which I believe was the Flying Dutchman theory, I believe. Again, it was very well built up because it was such a mysterious character. The voice matched everything, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now, when we do get to the live action bits that do separate themselves from the SpongeBob theories, it's very well done, very creative and very actiony. The story itself is that Alex is doing something that is getting him views, and he is not sure he likes that because now he is considering himself the SpongeBob guy, and his short films, his passions, aren't really coming out very well. And this Muse is telling him that you should just do what the people love because it's making the views, bringing more people to you. And we see this inner struggle with him throughout the series. He doesn't really want to follow these instructions, but the Muse keeps feeding him and he knows that it's what the people want. Now, I'm not going to spoil the final episode or the final phase of Don't Feed the Muse because I do feel like it needs to be seen. It needs to be experienced. It's such an odd concept, but it works, and it worked very well. I'm so glad I'm stuck with this the full way, from the theories all the way to Don't Feed the Muse. And Alex Bale, if you're watching this, very well done. I do hope we do see more in the future. And I do know that he does do a lot more of the short films, and I do suggest going to see them. Maybe sometime in the future I'll do more along the way, but for right now, let's just talk about this. Anyway, the characters are pretty much summed up to two characters. There are more. There are two other characters that I can note, but I feel that talking about them would reveal too much of the story, and I don't want to do that. So for right now, we're just going to talk about Alex Bale and the Muse. Alex Bale, who is the writer, director, and creator of this channel, but he says constantly that Alex in the specials are its own character, are his own creations, so we will treat them as such. Alex is a creator on YouTube. He wants to be a filmmaker, and you could tell that he's very good at it. It's not picking up much traction, but he's good. And when these SpongeBob theories start making views within the millions, you can see that he is enjoying it, but he is conflicted because now it's expected of him, and that in itself is troubling. We don't really see how he got the Muse. We do get an idea that it was given to him, but he does go along with it. He doesn't need to feed the Muse, but he kind of wants to. So we're going through him in this struggle of what he wants to what he has, or what he feels he has to do. And that makes it a much more interesting and believable character. Because we all want something. We all want to be like Alex. We all want that video to reach the millions, or we want the big promotion or something like that. And it'd be nice if something could tell you, this is how you do it, you just gotta do what I say. But we know that's not the right way. We know that there's always a cost, and I think that's where this really hits home. More in the conclusion, but for right now, let's go into the Muse. The Muse himself is a cryptic creature all the way to the end, because we don't really get the idea what he's about. We know where he's from, we know what's been done to him, and we know what kind of creature he looks like and is, but we don't really know his purpose. We know he wants to take over, we know he wants to be something, he wants to be Alex basically at this point. But I think that in itself is the story, isn't it? The Muse is a creature that can inspire, is of intelligence, it knows what it is, it's a muse, it's made to be that way. But it doesn't feel like it has a purpose. It needs to be somebody else's purpose. And I think that's what the Muse is really trying to get at. He is looking for a purpose to his own existence, and he can't figure that out. So he figures, I'll steal it from others. I'll manipulate others. I'll be another person. And I think that's the real horror of it, isn't it? A very interesting character, a very good concept, and I do love the idea that we don't really get a view of him until later on in the series. It keeps it mysterious and keeps you coming back for more, and when you do see him, it's horrifying, it's scary, it's shocking, and I loved every minute of it. Alright, now, moving on. Now, I'll start with the theory videos. The theory videos are very well done. I don't think that needs to be said. I know a lot of people have already said that. But I will give credit to the, live action film part of it. Because I feel that is really where it hits its stride. Don't get me wrong, I love the SpongeBob theories. That's what I came for. I'm not going to hide that fact. But I gotta give credit where credit's due. The direction, the camera work, everything was masterfully done. And if I didn't know any better, I would have thought a real movie studio was doing this. Not that it was an independent project. The camera work makes it look dramatic. It does know how to impact you. It does know when to keep your attention. It knows what to focus on and what not to focus on. And even kind of has this way of getting you hooked to it. Alex Bale really did his job when it came to these live action skits or these bits. They do make the series. The SpongeBob's theories could be in their own category, and in fact I think a lot of people consider that them. But the Don't Feed the Muse segments, I feel like if you compose them all together, would make one great movie. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't at least acknowledge that this was an ARG. And for those who don't know, an ARG is an alternate reality game. And I am aware of those. I love ARGs. Maybe I'll cover more along the future. And I do think this is a fantastic start to that introduction. This had so many layers to it, I can't even begin to talk about it. There were so many people involved, so many other channels that were in on this. That Alex Bale managed to pull all this together is nothing short of amazing. Because there are literal websites built for it. There are at least 3 different YouTube channels that I know of that have participated in this, or came directly from this, which is amazing. Well, maybe 4 actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, the 2 that I can say for sure are the Conspiracy Carl videos and the Cynical Critic, or I think that was his name. And it all goes into this story. It all goes into this idea that the Muse is branching out. You wouldn't know it from right off the bat, but there are sudden hints. There are several identifying factors in this, like a black muck appearing, or something dripping from the ceiling, or even just a little bit of something on their shirt. Now, these are all very well done details, but the most damning one I think was the Happy Meat Farm website and it, of course, it's not a real company. It is a company built in his universe. But there are so many things to it. There are commercials. There's a website where you can actually look around. There are hidden documents you can find. Like, it is so many details that it would take you probably days to figure out all the things and all the clues to the storyline. You could probably figure out what the Muse is if you took the time to figure it out. And I have to applaud it because it all just adds up to a very interesting story and can catch the eye. Like I said, Alex Bale's Don't Feed the Muse videos do the job in itself. But all these added elements to it, all these mysterious bits, just make it all the more interesting for everyone to follow. Whether you love a game or whether you like somebody talking about the game. I know there are several YouTubers out there even dissecting the entire series as we speak. So, yeah, I do. All in all, this series is very beautifully done. The camera work is amazing, the writing is good, the added outer sources are fun, and even Alex Bale does an amazing job acting. Everything in the final saga of this, Don't Feed the Muse, I believe is part 4, is very well done and very makes you think about what's going on and keeps it questioning. Like, it doesn't even fully answer everything that you would like to know. It makes you think, is he out or is he in? And the answer is, I don't know. Maybe. But I think that's the point. I don't know if he's going to continue this series or not. I hope so. I know a lot of fans would be willing to go on and watch some more. I do know other stuff's coming along his way, and I do look forward to it. I do hope to see it, and maybe even do a video on them. So, I would like to say that I do suggest going to see this series of videos, starting with the SpongeBob theories, and leading into the Don't Feed the Muse series. And like I said, check out all these ARG bits, or if you're not into the ARG segments themselves, you can go see different YouTubers diving into the Happy Meat Farm mystery. It's a fun ride, it's an interesting story, and it really gets you thinking. What is worth your purpose? Are you willing to sacrifice something along the way? Or will you stick to your guns and follow what you know is right? Or will you do something in the middle? Who's to say? Thank you again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and comment down below. And please subscribe. I'm hoping to reach maybe 100 subscribers by the end of December. That would be really cool. I hope that we can meet that quota. And yeah, hope to see you guys next time. See ya.